Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. I'm just smiling because it's taken a little while to get to you here. There's been quite a process involved. And you know what? It's interesting that it would happen before your reading. So I don't know if it's even like just kind of a sign for you, because it's kind of a rare thing that just happened. And you know what? The whole thing kind of got recorded because I sat down ready to do your reading. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it at the end. Or no, you know, I'll make it separate. I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe it's the end of this video. I don't know. Anyways. I sat down to do your video. I was all ready. Whoop, whoop, up come Mr. Larry, Pussycat Larry. We had a little bit of a snuggle. I got him to sit and do the little prayer mantra that I say before I do the reading. And then he just full on plopped down. And we had like forever. And the weirdest thing about it was he was purring. I was patting him. His tail was twitching. And I know cats can be like that, but he's not like that. He's got a really calm tail. He's actually got a pretty calm demeanor. And I thought it was odd. So I stopped patting him, thinking maybe he knew I shouldn't be doing the video. I think he was like stopping me. So what I want to say with that too is, you know, if you're going the next little while, you seem like you're hitting all the red lights, or you forgot your keys or your wallet before you left and you got to turn around and go back. I want to honestly say, try not to get upset. Try not to try to push your schedule if it feels like there's certain things out of your control that are pushing you back, because it's keeping you in alignment with things. So either A, to keep you on track and not kind of get diverted once you get going, and B, it could be something really important, like, you know, you shouldn't be going through that intersection at a certain time. It's safer for you if you're delayed a bit, you know what I mean? Because I totally forgot I had a delivery coming at this particular time today. And he was sitting here, he was stopping, because if I had started your reading, I probably would have been about 15 minutes into it, and the doorbell would have gone. And I'm telling you, I forgot, because the doorbell went, and I was like, who is that? And I opened the door. I was like, oh my God, yeah, he's coming today. And Larry's not here. He's done with that. It was almost like it wasn't what he wanted to be doing. Like his tail was flicking, but he knew I have to stop the lady from doing the reading. Because yeah, it would have been difficult to be interrupted during one of these, because they are really they're kind of big energy. So that's a whole thing. I haven't even pulled a card yet, and that whole thing went on before your reading, and I thought, Larry stopped me from doing the reading because that damn delivery was coming. I forgot. He's got his own little psychic thing going on. So, High Priestess Week. What a way to start it, right? High Priestess Week. This week, we're going to look at your superpower, your kryptonite, your real weakness, your nemesis. You know, it's the thing that just keeps coming around all the time in life, usually at the worst time, but somehow it just keeps making you stronger. And then your next assignment. Before we get into that, actually, I'll show you the cards I'm going to use for that part. For that part, we're going to use the Angel of Night. Oh, I like that. We're going to use Angelarium deck. The Heaven and Earth Tower. I love that. Look at this combo. This is great. Wow, they both got the same hand up. The Angel of Night and the Hierophant. Isn't that interesting? Sorry, I'll share. Like, same hand up, same gesture. You'd be surprised who is leading the leaders here. Heaven and Earth Tarot. Teeny tiny everyday witch. And we got the Ace of Cups there, and that's it. Love. Love, deep emotions between the Hierophant and the Angel of Night. That's a very naughty story there. God, isn't it? It's almost like the what are you doing? Oh, he's trying to open the cupboard in the laundry room. It's almost like this. Doesn't it look like the fatherly figure, the somebody of a very high social status, religious status, institutional status, just a high social status, right? And then, like, because you have the Ace of Cups here. And then you've got this very naughty and taboo angel of night, but they're connected because both, they've got the same hand in the air doing the same damn hand gesture. It's crazy. They're both like, if you only knew what Starbucks daddy is really into, I don't know. All right, so, you know, before, it's taken a long time to get to your cards. Cancer, a long time. The Witch's Oracle. Well, you had your time. You got a whole segment in front of the camera being pampered and loved. I'm not opening the cupboard for you because there's unsafe things in there for you. So, the Witch's Oracle is the one that we're using here. I'm going to give you the incantation that goes with this at the end of the video. You're like poor Gemini. You got to wait like over an hour, or you can just like use your finger and fast forward. So, what do you have at the bottom here? Hourglass. Oh my God. You have the hourglass at the bottom after the pre-shuffle. Jesus. Hit me with a 2x4. What is going on? Because that's crazy. That's what it feels like. Like time. You can't control it. Like the way I was controlled by Larry. I could have been a real bitch and just like picked him up and put him in the bed. Something didn't feel right about that, you know? I was a little bit antsy, like, you know, I need to get doing this. It's now, 30 minutes have now gone by since I originally sat down to do your reading. Hey, time, man. That's all I can say. So, we're going to shuffle this and see which is oracle card you get. And then I'm going to give you all the information about it at the end of the reading. All right, Cancer, or witch it. All right. Magical candles. I kept seeing them on the split. Oh, make a wish, my friend. Who had this? Somebody else had this. I don't remember who. But what I felt very strongly with it, and I feel it for you too, is while I'm doing this reading, I want you to think very much about a wish you would like to make. Now, this wish has to be in the higher good of everyone involved, okay? You can't, like, if you are lusting after your best friend's wife, you can't wish that she dumps him and comes to you, because that would not be in everyone's, you know what I'm saying? It's got to be a good. It's got to be a good one that is in the higher good of everybody else. So, think about that, because at the end, you're going to make a wish. Yeah. With a powerful incantation to support it. Oh, hello, familiar. And the hag, like me and Larry. That's all you got. Familiar in the hag. That's who's got you for your reading. That's who you've got for your reading here, Cancer. You've got the familiar, but mine is white, and he's gone now. But he certainly kept your energy nice and ready here. And then you got me, all right? So you got the support. You got support here. That is support. That is wise support. Wise, timely support. Following the signs and synchronicities. All right. What's your superpower? What's your kryptonite? What's your nemesis? And your next assignment, Cancer. Suddenly it seems very quiet. I'm really staring at your candles. I feel like candle gazing might be good for you. I'm just staring at them. So a flame, if you have a fireplace, stare at the flame. Don't wreck your retina or anything. Like, not like, you know what I'm saying. Just like gazing, not staring, gazing. Candle gazing, flame gazing. I think it will help clear your mind. Your superpower. The Angel of Rain. Oh, you are. You should go talk to any Gemini friends you have. They've got to, that's something they got to work with right now. The Angel of Rain. This is your superpower. Deep emotions, sorrow, allowing, oh my God, what am I seeing here that I haven't seen before? There's a globe above their head where the water is siphoning through, and the water is coming through the face like a purge of emotions, and it's falling through their hands into the well, the water of earth. That is really bringing up what I discovered about you guys years ago. You are the portals of love, as I call you, because you guys allow new portals of emotion to come into the earthly realm experience. And you do this by experiencing particular types of emotions through situations and relationships. And it's funny because when I was first shown it, it was like water, right? Like it's almost like there's a portal, an energetic portal. I don't want to go up there and see it, but like an energetic portal that sits around the earth. You know, it's part of the atmosphere. And the only thing that causes it to open up is being touched by the same energy. And the minute you experience something emotionally that hasn't been experienced here, a type of emotion, whether it's good or bad, it touches that portal, and that portal opens up, and it allows that new emotional experience, emotional evolution to come into earth, and other people will now experience that emotion. There you go. So it came around a long time ago. That one I remember so profoundly. You don't even remember my own for my own sign. But that one I remember. It was so beautiful, but painful too. So that's your superpower. It's like what you're here to do. It is finding emotions in ways that haven't been found yet. It is, I'm like hearing emotional evolution. There you go. That's, yep. Okay, so we know that. Or at least I did, because I did the reading. Your kryptonite. Angel of punishment. Oh, God. All right. I'm going to say the first thing that came through, and we'll see how that develops. And it's been a running theme about y'all being a little bit hard on yourselves. This came through for Gemini as well. And I think it's come through for some other signs also. Yeah, angel of punishment, your kryptonite. I think you take on things that you shouldn't take on. You end up getting yourself in some situations that are not good for you. Like they're just full on not good for you. Now, the really funny thing is though, these things spur these unusual and different emotions. And I say unusual emotions because they've not been experienced here before. A type of, what's the first time? Let's look at this. The first time a human being connected with like another animal in some way. And like a friendship, or even something reciprocated. Like let's hunt together, or let's do this together. Like that, and the feelings that created. There would have been an initial point that happened at some point along human evolution, and that created emotional evolution there. So, but see, that seems really good, but there could have been really bad ones leading up to that. You do them all, Cancer. You're going to do them all. So, angel of punishment. This is your kryptonite, the pain. God, because it forces this out of you. What the hell? I'm literally seeing like an egg. And if it's poked in the right spot, you can get all of the contents to come out. If you're poked in the right spot, you can get your contents to come out. This is your weakness. You're really easy to get caught, but you're meant to do that. You take one for the team, Cancer. You take one for the team, my friends, in this lifetime with your energy. You really do. One of the things I have to say, because, there's certain signs where I haven't known a lot of people in those signs, like in my own lifetime here. And, or I've maybe, and too, when you don't know many people in one sign, of one particular sign, you may have false impressions about them because, two people aren't going to tell you what the vast majority of a sign could be. And I know you still have your moons and your risings. I've really come to like you guys. I'm going to say, I've really come to like Cancer. Over the years that I've been doing these readings, I really have. And I think you guys get a bad rap. I'm going to be honest. I really do, because I know people, Cancers are moody. Cancers are secretive with their emotions. Cancers are crazy. Cancers like that. I think you guys actually bear a lot. I want to say that. I picked that up a lot in the readings, and I think you guys bear a lot. And when you bear a lot comes out. What are you opening now? Oh, you can. Okay, you can go in that cupboard. All right, go on. Just to go in the bathroom cupboard. He's a little upset because it's cold. He's not a winter guy. He's from Egypt. It's cold outside again. It's like -12 wind chill. You bear a lot. You bear a lot. And I am seeing with these two cards, like, look at, and even it looks like it's poking that person, and all this emotion comes out. All this emotion comes out. I feel like, too, like, you might even be a vessel to give emotional experience directly, like, not even just in a portal, for Earth. It is kind of like a direct movement of, like, poke this little ball and watch it all come through, Cancer. Poke the little ball and watch it all come through you. I'm going to say in some cases, people may be like, oh, what's your problem? Like you might react a certain way. You might overreact. Yeah, but one of the things that have been coming through, it kind of came through in Aries reading is, what? Maybe this happens for you too. Fire and water. Those are both really like intense. Because your passion, your drive, your raw can be like fire intense. And then your emotions can kind of like create the same feelings, right? They can create the same reactions, but it's just like, oh wow, that's a lot. But like what I was getting in the Aries reading, y'all gotta let some of that shit out. It's meant. There's a use for it. There's a use for you, Cancer. But it's getting poked. The angel of punishment. Now, some of you don't take it personal. My God, if anything, just like you have a really supreme superpower here with emotions, because emotions are like heaven sent. And they are also, I think, something that is almost amplified in the human experience. Because I do feel like you might even like look at yourself sometimes and think you're even being punished, like you are being punished by the universe or by circumstance or by karmic energy. But if you can look at what is coming out of you, what you transmute, what you alchemize, what you temper, it's like allowing this divine emotion to come through, and you do get poked. You're like an egg. I am seeing like an egg and a poke, a spear that goes right through, right? Because if you just have the one hole, it doesn't, because the vacuum is produced. It's got to go right through you. It's got to go right through you. So you do need to process emotions too, right on through. What's your nemesis? Oh God, the angel of memory. Oh shit. Wow. Oh jeez. Okay. Angel of memory. Oh, where? Didn't I? I did. I saw an elephant somewhere. Here. Here, the elephant. It's with the Hierophant. I don't know why. It's probably a reason. I should probably look it up. The elephant is there with the Hierophant because it's, my goodness. It is a nemesis. It's almost like there's nothing that you can't forget, especially in terms of emotional experiences. Good, bad, and everything in between. That is your nemesis. Oh my goodness. I do feel like too that you punish yourself a lot. You're hard on yourself. This keeps coming through. I don't know if y'all are going to like different, I don't know if it keeps coming through. It's coming through today. I'm sorry, Larry. Why you gotta sound so sad and pathetic? There's things that you think about that you can't, I want to say you can't leave alone. And the thing that came through with the elephant was interesting because I pictured an elephant, that had been, oh, that's sad. It's a sad one. So I pictured a rogue male elephant. And if I'm getting this correctly, I'm picturing like an African elephant. Is that an adult male elephant pretty much wanders around on his own. And he does come across the harem of female elephants once in a while. And obviously, like, he breeds with them. But I've also seen other situations where, because he's much bigger, I've seen him help in documentaries, like getting leaves like that are higher up that they can't leave, and just doing things and helping them find water. Like, he does act like a support, but he's always like way off in the distance. And I want to say that probably long periods of time can go between the rogue male and the group of female elephants with the calves and whatnot, seeing one another. And then this is almost like the rogue male coming across the bones of a deceased elephant. And what I want to say, like, because they can recognize, it's just amazing. Like, they really watch them handle like the skull and the bones of an elephant that's passed. And even witnessing things that look like, sadness and mourning, and just really staying a long time with those bones. There's things here that you mourn that you never stop mourning. And I feel like almost like everybody that you've met in this lifetime has touched you in such a deep way, whether that's been positive or negative. Actually, even just starting to really get into your reading, I'm almost feeling like this emotion just starting to kind of well up. Like, it's a very, very deep. You could find out like somebody that you haven't seen for, if you're older, let's say you're in your 60s or 70s, somebody that you knew for a few years through work or school or family or something, but then you haven't seen them in 20 years. And then you find out that they've passed away. Like, it's almost like you saw them yesterday, like the emotion that you feel in this. Just, your memory is your nemesis. Wow. There's, I guess, things too that you would like to forget that you can't. I mean, ways that people have hurt you. And I mean really hurt you. That their intentions, they were very unhealthy, both emotionally and intellectually and mentally. And, for some of you, people that have really hurt you. And your superpower is releasing this hurt as well. But you can release the pain, but you can't release the memory of it. Damn. I am getting like some of you have been abused either by caregivers, partners, the system. And even when you purge this emotion, because it is being shown as a superpower for you, it's the memory. You can't get rid of the memory. It's always there with you. What's your next assignment? Empathy. Right hand, empathy. I am getting with this to care for yourself. Care for yourself. Because this looks like a poke. And the purge. So care for yourself. Be kind to you. Be careful too. Because when I say, what is your weakness? Punishment. So either accepting or giving and receiving, like be careful with that too. This is always a fine line, particularly if somebody was in an unhealthy environment growing up. The unhealthy environment is what feels like home. So there may be distrust to environments that, they aren't unhealthy. but it's not what you experience. So somebody must be up to something, you know, because you can become the punisher as well with this. The memories of, I want to say too, I'm really getting like somebody, I'm picking up the energy of somebody, a group of people that, like you guys, that are very consciously aware of themselves. And I feel like at times emotions can get the better of you. Like as you're, you know, experiencing something that could be hurtful. It's not the easiest lesson to be going through. It's not the easiest portal to be opening up. And when the emotions get the better of you, it's almost like your mind, like in some ways, it's difficult to forgive yourself. Your memories here really play on you. But it's what can make you stronger. If there's things that have happened to you, right? Because this is important. If you've got this type of a real awareness here, and if there's things that have happened to you in the past, and they were very uncomfortable, because your memory is so strong, I do want to say that you have a better probability than someone who's not constructed this way to avoid those same scenarios and situations, whether even through different people. And as well, if you have found yourself enacting types of punishment, revenge, just reactive, your emotions being reactive towards somebody or a group or a scenario, and later kind of looking back on it and beating yourself up for it. But because the memories are so strong, it just tells me you're really meant to experience some pretty big things here, but you're not necessarily meant to experience them more than once. You might try to push these memories away. And obviously you need to do whatever is good for you. Like, I'm not dealing with your memories. So I'm just, what I am saying is, if you completely push them away, you would be losing kind of the point of this, like having a memory like an elephant. It's just, there's a deep lesson to not be forgotten. That's the important part, right? Like the lesson. If you can find the lesson in some of the more difficult scenarios you found yourself in, whether you are receiving or giving punishment, whatever that could be, then dig out the lesson. Remember that and allow the rest to go. Your next assignment is empathy. So does caring for yourself. This person looks like they're holding like a sphere close to their heart, and their other set of arms, I'm only just seeing it today, are almost like just pulling their hood over themselves. Like cocoon. It's almost like cocooning. Healing. You need a healing. You need a period of healing here. Hello, Mr. Pussycat. You're coming up again. You're really coming in for Cancer today, aren't you? Hi. Hi, handsome. Yes. Yo, please steal the show. Yes, please do. Everybody, Larry, everybody. Yeah, you giving them a good look? Look what they got in the bottom. They got the angel. They got the angel of heralds. And the angel of annihilation, the angel of time, the angel of connection. Wow. We have the angel of heralds, the angel of annihilation. This could be the time you could be receiving a message or signs and synchronicities that, you know, like something is going to be removed, something should be removed, something should be eliminated, destroyed. Kind of like a tower, isn't it? Yeah, please do. Yeah. You're going to lay here and watch the squirrels. This is all, yeah. Oh, the hair of annihilation. There could be a cycle that you're going through at the moment that is particularly painful, or there's a lot that feels like it's dropping away. The Angel of Time, root connection. That's funny, right? Because after the pre-shuffle of the Witch's Oracle, you had the hourglass, time. And time has been really significant in this reading. The timing has had to be right. Yeah, are we comfy? I'm so glad. The Angel of Time, because you are connecting, you will connect. If there's something that is kind of being taken away in your life with the Angel of Annihilation, I really do feel like within time, you will watch your life transform in front of you. Like the creation. Oh, okay. Yeah. Larry. I'm going to call him Terry. That is. Very Terry. There you go. I kind of need to see these cards. Don't do twitchy tails with me. You came into my space, young man. Can I just... Here, you... That's okay. I just need... You got so much fluff. I don't want to pull you. There we go. Okay. You sit in the middle of the table now. Okay. Is that good? All right. So Larry's here. And now we're going to add tarot. He's big, isn't he? He's big. There's a bigger cat in the neighborhood. So there's 2 black cats in the neighborhood. They're the only ones I've seen. They're pure black. Really fluffy. One is just like kind of regular fur. The other one is just as fluffy as him, but twice as big as him. It jumped into our yard and chased him. I saw it go by. I went out there. Lily went out there. I was yelling at the black cat. Lily was barking at it. It took off. And Larry came and he looked at us and we were like, we got your back, buddy. Don't you worry. We got your back. I think it surprised him because I don't think he survived on the streets of Egypt being like a pushover. So he's been looking for that cat again. I think it just like jumped in the yard and happened to surprise him and had him on the chase. Because he wouldn't come back in the house and he was sitting in his yard. He's like, I'm protecting this space. But yeah, there's a big black cat. Fluffy like him. All right. So we're going to pull out 2 cards to go with each one of these oracle cards that have come out. Okay. Angel, okay, Angel of Rain, Angel of Punishment, Angel of Memory. You have 3 angels too, 3 out of 4. You have 3 out of 4 angels. Angel of Rain, well, the 8 of Swords. And the 10 of Cups. Oh my God. That's your superpower. You have the power to cleanse. You have the power. If you can push through some of the deeper emotions that you get to experience in life, you really do have the power to turn nothing into everything. And I say that like in terms of emotional fulfillments here. Where something cannot be seen, it can be felt. Because the face too, that is all this water is pouring through. There is no face. It's just like a vessel for water to come through. So where something cannot be seen, it can be felt. And maybe you connect with people that you haven't seen in a long time. Like this also, you may, someone that you were close to at one point and then kind of lost touch with, you may experience like something unusual that day that they pass on. And then, you know, like a few days later or that night or something, you hear that this person has passed on and you kind of brought back to that moment, like your memory, like you have a good memory here. And you can feel like you're like, I felt something change when they passed. Do you have? Your kryptonite is punishment. The 8 of Cups. Holy crap. Oh my God. And the King of Cups. Jeez. Ooh, we started talking about your water cancer. Now, that is your punishment. Your weakness. Your punishment is walking away from your deepest emotions. I think you do this to yourself periodically as what feels like a survival mechanism. But that's really the weakest thing you could do for yourself. Obviously, if we're in some sort of pain or trauma, I mean, we can only, our endocrine systems, our, like all of our systems, I was just trying to pick one in particular, but it just feels like everything can only handle so much stimuli. When you do walk away, like from your deepest emotions and really keeping them closed off. I mean, the Eight of Cups with the King of Cups is really, really closed off emotions. I want to say you're only punishing yourself. And it's funny, as I said that, I felt some people lash out. Like, either I created a strong feeling emotionally for them, and I could feel that, or they, like, that's almost like that protective, don't touch me there. So I'm touching you there. Maybe that's why Larry's here. It's like, Mommy going to say some things that Cancer might feel uncomfortable with. Yeah, I know you're so beautiful. Nemesis. Memory. Do your memories plague you, Larry? Do they? Yeah. Memory is your nemesis. Wow. It's a Hermit. God, I want to say that I think some of you are already utilizing these memories in how I described for you. Like, if you can pull the lesson out of some of this stuff and remove some of the details of the experience, because that's really what was needed, was the lesson. The memory, all the details and everything, that's, I feel like, just going to plague you over time. Wow, the Hermit. Victory. Ooh. So that's the Six of Wands. It's called Victory here. Your nemesis. Yeah, it kind of feels like too, the memories that you have also of some of your greatest achievements were things that you kind of did on your own, and nobody else saw you succeed in them except you. But I mean, the universe is always watching, so we don't really do anything that is only seen by us. Being in control of your thoughts, establishing memories too that aren't changed by others' perceptions. You know, they say, like, they've done experiments with people, and they've had, like, they've staged, I think it was like a controlled environment, and they've staged someone coming in to pretend they're robbing the place. And they could have like 6 different people standing there observing this, right? And it takes place in maybe less than 5 minutes. And a person comes in, tells the person at the counter, give me all your money, blah, 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 blah. They've got a gun or they don't have a gun, and they leave. And then they come in and they separately interview each one of those people. And they all have, no, the person was Caucasian. No, they were Asian. No, they had a red hoodie on. No, they had red pants on. They had a gun. No, he didn't have a gun. He had a knife. You know, like, they all just saw the same thing like 5 minutes ago, but they all have a different way of perceiving it. So the fact that you have the Hermit with victory and memory is that your memories are pure. You do, like, this is a strength that you have, like remembering things correctly here, but it is also a nemesis. Like, it also feels like an Achilles tendon where there's some things I wish I just couldn't remember, Cindy, but I do. They don't go away. Like, I remember these things. But when you're having a deep experience or an emotional, something that's really touching you emotionally, I feel like it is important for you, whether you want to or not, to really take time for yourself And in that time, process your memories and process your experiences. Because this is your key to success, is what you get out of these memories, even though some of them are things you'd really rather not remember. If you can process them through yourself, you will find success. I feel like if you try to process them with other people, like talk things out with other people, and I'm also not saying like don't go and see a therapist or psychiatrist or anything like that. Like if that's something that helps you, and you obviously keep doing that. But I kind of mean more like, because that to me, if you're seeing someone who's very good at what they do and working for the higher good of you and them, they're going to help you process those things. Whereas like if this is relatives or this is people on the other side of a story that you're experiencing, what are you doing? You're pushing you out of the way. It's like, I've had enough of this. I just want mommy's time. They might influence your memories, but it's coming from their perspective. Look at your perspective. People might even times where maybe you have you've been more harsh than you should have been in a situation, or that you could have been in a situation. And you talk it out with friends and like, no, don't worry. You were okay. Don't worry about it. If you were too harsh, it's not really helping you prepare for the future, right? To have healthier relationships. So it does seem like, it does seem like for you, you have a very accurate processing system. So what comes in is fairly accurate. What you're remembering is fairly accurate. If you've been harsher on people than you should have been, if you've been emotionally disconnected in situations where you feel like, yeah, maybe I should have showed up a little bit more emotionally, take the lesson and remove the details. Now, you've been through something here, because your next assignment is right-hand empathy. It's a tough one. It's a tricky one with this, because to me, empathy is things that we show others. But it feels like somehow showing yourself. Let's see what we get with that. Material happiness, the Nine of Cups. The Fool. I think it's time to look after you. It's time to create emotional sovereignty for yourself. It's important to process your thoughts, your memories of situations that you've been through, and to do it in a very healthy way for yourself. Not in any way that anyone else tells you. Not in a way that strokes your ego, where that's inappropriate. Like, oh, yeah, no, you didn't do anything wrong there. You're okay. Don't worry. That's not going to help you. And also not in a way where, like, if you've been through something and somebody done you wrong, and you've got friends or people around you say, yeah, they did. You know what? You need to take ownership of this for you. Because that's the key to the Nine of Cups. That's the key to you finding happiness without any outside influence. And with the Fool, no outside influence. This is a clean emotional slate with the right-hand empathy. He's curled up in the bed now. Oh, the sun! Look at that. You got the sun at the bottom. Now I'm going to go into the teeny tiny deck. I feel like these cards are everywhere. Lolly. Do you want to come and lay on the table too, Lily? No. No. The look she gave me. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't lay on the table. Dogs don't lay on tables. I don't do that. The Angel of Rain, your superpower. 8 of Swords, 10 of Cups. The King of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Wow, this is taking abundance and moving with it. Like moving the abundance that you have. Moving with a plan here. Practical application of deep a deep well of emotions. It's a practical application of a deep well of emotions, but it's also coming through, okay, it's a very practical. I feel like too, your superpower is showing your emotions through actions rather than particularly for some of you, like actually saying them or speaking them. Yeah. Your superpower is showing how you feel through your actions, possibly through gifts of time, through like giving your time to people, gifts of resources in some ways. I want to say, I feel like some of you have been taught perhaps too that, you know, sharing emotions openly, don't do that, or we don't do that, or, you know, it doesn't even have to be spoken. It can just be what you're witnessing in your own home environment or any environment that you spend a lot of time in. So your strength here is, I feel like because there almost, I want to say, could be so much that you could say that there really aren't even enough words for this. So it's what you do with that emotion is your superpower. If you can really ground it, and then with the Knight of Pentacles, this feels like it's predictable. It's consistent. Your kryptonite, man. This is some kryptonite. Angel of Punishment, 8 of Cups, King of Cups. Whew. Your punishment, your kryptonite. The Knight of Cups and the 9 of Cups. Gosh. This is the polar opposite of what I'm looking at, right? Like the King of Cups, all of this emotion and everything held back and held in and not shown. The Knight of Cups, look at me. I got so much love. What do you want to know about me today? I got to share it. It's like all out there. And then the 8 of Cups is, you know, like walking away from all of this, just walking away from it. And then the 9 of Cups is finding it. But that's your next assignment. So whatever you've walked away from here in the past, whatever you've held yourself back from in the past, whatever you've contained within you and not allowed to come forward, that is your weakness. It doesn't help you as much as this over here would help you. Your nemesis. Oh, your memory. What is this in the memories? What are you remembering? It could be good times too. Oh, where you got hair all over that. Memory. Angel of Memory. What are these memories? The King of Wands and the King of Cups. Wow. Well, for some of you, it could be a couple of people. Like, the King of Wands and the King of Cups. Well, the King of Cups is your nemesis. Oh, no, that's your weakness. Well, that's your weakness. What is going on here? So some of this could even be people, because you're getting all of this court card energy. Masculines. Memories. Now, these could be memories like of a father, because the King of Cups is also, not, both these kings are, the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles are like fatherly figures. So there could be memories of your father. Your father could have been... Your father could have been, I want to say, a particularly attractive person. They may have kept their emotions hidden a lot of the time. They could have also, I mean, you could have even had, it doesn't have to be a father, just a parent that was particularly attractive, and this person may have had more than one interest, like not just the interests of home going on with the King of Wands and the King of Cups. I want to say your memories are of specific people. I can't get a lot of details just asking that out of these two. I can see where they connect here in something. The King of Cups is associated with punishment, weakness, the kryptonite, driving you away from your dreams. I'm really picking up some sort of a fatherly figure here. Whether they directly or indirectly drove you away from emotional, like pursuing emotional fulfillment. The King of Wands I don't know where he sits in this. It just feels like a person. So, I mean, it could be someone who's just obviously a fire sign, but you know, it doesn't have to be, because it could be someone who, I want to say somebody like a sense of adventure, and a very adventurous person, somebody who may have traveled a lot. It is somebody very attractive too. So however you want to put that. But your memories are of specific people. And that's what plays on you. Good, bad, and everything in between. Now the Hermit. The Hermit in Victory. So these could be lessons that people have taught you, and you've been utilizing these lessons, because whatever you're doing here for yourself, it's taking you to success. These could be things I remember my father telling me this. I remember my uncle I'm just using masculines because that's what's coming out. I remember my mom telling me this. I remember when my friend went through this. Like, you're really taking advantage of something you've retained intellectually. The Hermit in Victory. Oh my God, the Eight of Cups and the Sun. The Eight of Cups and the Sun. Your punishment, your pain is turning into pleasure. That sounds very, very Cancerian, with a good splash of Scorpio. Got it. The King of Cups is Scorpio. So, oh my goodness. Yeah, your pain is turning into pleasure. Who's snoring? Oh, Lily. Good girl. All right. Okay. So now your next assignment. Oh, I don't know what to tell you about this, except whatever you're doing is working. Just keep doing it. Like, your pain, because that's your pain, is punishment. Your weakness. The Eight of Cups. Your deep emotions removed from you. You're looking at this King of Cups guy. I don't know. I'm terrible. I'm very visual. I'm an Aries. Yeah, anyway, so material happiness. The Nine of Cups. Your next assignment is your Nine of Cups. Is the Nine of Cups, whatever that is for you. It could be a dream that was taken away, a dream that you moved away from, a dream, I don't know, it's a wish. It's a wish and a dream. The Three of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Well, could you put any more kings in here? Like, really, you have them all. So this is, okay. Empathy. Well, something that you know. I did these separate on this side, didn't I? I didn't do the Fool. I just asked about the Nine of Cups. And the Three of Pentacles with the King of Swords. This is like really having the right answers to build something. There you go. You have the right, and I want to say you've probably found them here through your memory, processing your thoughts, your experiences. It does look like you've taken some time away from something so that you can reassess yourself, your dreams, your vision, your direction, and then come back to pursue this dream or happiness, right? The Fool. The Six of Swords and the Ten of Swords. You're on your happy way to a painful ending. Hello. That's what it says. So your pain becomes pleasure. Interesting. Maybe I have to be Cancer to understand that. Your pain becomes pleasure because you're on your way to a painful ending to have a happy new beginning. The Sun is at the bottom. And it's happy. It's a happy little kid. And it's the Fool. Oh, it's happy. This Fool card is very happy. Everybody's got their arms in the air like they just don't care. Oh, and you got the Empress and the Nine of Pentacles and the Star and the Page of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. What do you, it's like you know what you want. You're making like a whole, what are you got here? You've got the Empress, the Nine of Pentacles, the Star, the Page of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, the Magician, the Chariot, and the Moon. You right here. Okay. This is like going from fears, illusions, picking yourself up, finding the direction for you, manifesting, doing the right thing at the right time. This also includes perfect timing, divine timing with your hourglass that came on in the whole energy of time. You've got the Ten of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. You've got the Empress with the Nine of Pentacles and the Star. This is like creating a family. This is like creating legacy. This is like a legacy. And this is a healed family. This is a healed family. This is prosperous. This is abundant. There is room to grow in this energy. Wow. Your pain becomes pleasure. I feel like it's taken me so long to get to that. Cancer, with the whole Larry thing. He's so funny. Oh, the incantation. I almost forgot. I have a bad feeling I'm going to forget for one of the signs because I get so wrapped up in this. Candle, magical candles. You think, oh, you got the Nine of Cups. Wish, wish, wish. Get your wish into order there. I think you already know what it is. There, Larry. I need to brush you again, Larry. Magical candles. So I'm going to read for you what the magical candles are all about, the meaning, and then I'm going to give you the incantation. So I'm only going to say the incantation once, as long as I get it right the first time. But I feel the incantations are most powerful when said 3 times. Okay, so you can use that for yourself. So magical candles, here it is. The dancing flame of a candle represents the element of fire and has been used as a witch's tool for centuries. Candles can absorb your personal energy and then release that energy as they burn. Candle magic is a simple and very powerful form of sympathetic magic and has been in existence for many centuries. The body of the candle is made up from the elements of earth, air, and water. To make it complete, you need fire and spirit. Fire is easy and spirit can be represented by the wick of the candle, as the wick is where the potential of the candle lies. We all start our experience with candle magic at an early age with a birthday cake. We were told to close our eyes, make a wish, and blow out the candles. And while today may not be your birthday, you have been granted a wish to make. Light a candle, concentrate on what you want, and let the flame of your intent burn. Anything is possible right now if you want it badly enough. Make sure it's in the higher good of everyone involved. All right. You ready? You can pause me if you want. I think you should go get a candle and do this. All right, here I go. Here's your incantation. With this flame that burns so bright, I wish I may, I wish I might. I use this fire to inspire, so please bring me what I desire. And that, my friends, is your High Priestess Week reading energy. So I'm going to go do the extended. In the extended, I'm going to look at what from your past still pulls on you. Oh, this should be interesting. Maybe I'll get to hear about the King of Cups and Wands there. What from your past still pulls on you? What in your future is pushing you forward? How this push and pull affects you, and how to allow all things to flow freely. So there you go, Cancer. Thank you so much, my portals of love. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.